some clothes on, and then I'm gonna be right back, okay? Okay. This is not my best, but as always, I'm not here for the aesthetic, not my physical aesthetic, more so for the energy and everything in the room. All right, so let me sit down and get comfortable with y'all. First of all, welcome back to my channel. If you're not welcoming back, then welcome for the first time. My name is Alyssa. You call me Butterfly Alyssa, you know, without the A. And yeah, so this video, my energy is probably a little bit more hyped up and shit, y'all. I'm coming to y'all first thing in the morning today because Spirit was on me so much yesterday about all the things that we're gonna be talking about in the channel. So I'm just so excited because it's coming together more and more as I do this. Hold on. Oh, look at me already being prepared. Never mind. All right, so in the last video, you know, I kind of did an intro to the channel as well as an intro to myself and what, you know, spirituality means for me and what, you know, how I started all of this, how I got here, how I said, all right, let's get on YouTube. And so I really want to pick up with a point of the video that I don't think that I kind of dove into enough. And that was, you know, on my journey, like I said in the last video, around the time of the accident, you know, and everything else that was going on in my life back then, which was like the end of last year, you know, the beginning of this year. I went through so many, I was talking about how I went through depression and how I went through so many just really low placing things. And so that, of course, led me to, like I said, dive deeper into my spirituality. And I just really want to take this time in this video to talk to you guys about some of the tools for spirituality that I have used along the way, that I've gotten more familiar with, more comfortable with. You know, just some of the things that have helped me to stay grounded and helped me to stay focused. And just help me, period, in all of this, because, you know, you have to do things sometimes to tap into the magic of it all. And let me just say, if you don't believe in magic, you don't believe in things that happen that just don't make no types of sense, no types of explanation, honey, we are human beings with life from God's source spirit universe provided within us. We live on a floating rock amongst other floating rocks that are somehow energetically synced to rotate and move a certain way. And you telling me you don't believe in magic? That's just science. That's just facts that we know, okay? That ain't even digging deeper into what you don't know, into the unknown. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, when I got to that point of lowness, some of the first things that I started to look at were numerology and astrology. My big question at this point in my life, because I felt so broken and so lost, was, who am I? What am I? And not spirituality, but numerology and astrology helped me place, not even a label, but find a place in all of it, right? So in numerology, if you're not into it, dive into it a little bit. Go find out what your life path number is. I'm a life path 11. You can go look that up and see what that's about. And then, you know, go and do what you want with your own number, right? And of course, astrology, you know, get your natal chart readings and, you know, learn about yourself. Learn about what drive you. Even though some of y'all already know what drive you, you know what I'm saying? But once you read up on it, you're going to be like, this is me. They talking about me. All right, so life path 11 means for me that I will be a person that has a great, I guess, amount of influence in a healing and spiritual way, which is exactly what I'm doing here. And so, yeah, that's numerology helped me find fulfillment. out of things that I didn't know were supposed to be a big part of my life. You know, naturally I'm a lover, I'm a healer, I'm a person that likes to put my hand into other people's lives in as a positive a way as I can. You know, I like to leave a nice effect on people, you know, a lasting effect, a positive effect. And I like to help people, you know, operate from a lot of love and healing energy even before I got to this point. So when I started doing all this and reading up about all of that stuff, I was like, yeah, this is it right here. But anyway, of course, as I dove deeper into all of this, I started to want to align myself with my purpose even more. And I wanted to feel as though I had the right amount of guidance, the right amount of intuition, and knowing just where the fuck I was supposed to be at and how. So I started to pay attention to people around me. Naturally, there were spiritual people being introduced into my life, and they were doing things, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna see what that's about. All right, so personally, one of my favorite spiritual tools and practices is meditating naturally, right? So I just want to talk about what meditating is, the different ways you can meditate and all of that. So meditation is just essentially being able to tune out outside thoughts, outside energies, and tap into yourself, you know, and get more aware of yourself, more in tune with yourself, as well as the world around you, but not in a sense of like, you know, this is affecting me, this is controlling me, right? You just kind of tapping into a deeper feeling of yourself. Some of my favorite meditation practices are like chakra alignment meditations, you know, charging my chakras, awareness, meditating, visualizing, and just kind of grounding myself in those. You know, I would just kind of take a moment to sit and tune, I keep saying tune everything out, because you are tuning everything out, and like I said, in a way where it's not affecting you and controlling you, and you know what I'm saying, but you're tuning into it also because you're paying attention to what you hear, what you see, what you feel, and tapping into your sense of self, your sense of humanity, right? So meditating looks a lot of different ways, right? So there's, you know, of course, where you sit, you know, you do your mantras and your practices, you know what I'm saying, your oming or whatever, you know. And then there's other forms where it's more personal. Personally, you know, at first it took me a while to get comfortable with the, you know, still meditating and just kind of sitting and meditating. And then I started to research it a little bit, and I realized that you can meditate without doing that type of stuff. You can meditate when you listen to music, when you're dancing. You can meditate when you're in the shower. Meditation is about, like I said, just kind of tapping and tuning into yourself and your awareness more so than anything else, and using that to align you and uplift you as well, you know. I really want to do a meditation series, so I'm going to try to work on that for y'all later on down the road. So yeah, just stay tuned with me on that, you know. And I want y'all to go and, of course, kind of research meditating yourself. Guided meditation is very, very, very helpful for those of you that are not familiar with meditating, right? So next we get into smudging. This is my sage stick, and I do have Palo Santos. As y'all can see, I like to smudge a lot, and my supplies are running a little bit low. So smudging is just about cleansing the energy in the room. It's about protecting your energy. It can also be used to speak affirmations and manifest. Yeah, so whenever I burn sage is usually when I try to do it when I'm about to meditate and everything, so that I just can feel like the energy in the room is clean, you know. Sometimes a lot of things are just about your feelings, and you know, the way that you kind of vibe and flow with everything. Like, you know, you once you start doing this stuff, you will understand what I'm talking about. You know, I can't really put most things into words, but smudging, like I said, is definitely great for cleaning the air in the room, literally and figuratively. I will tell you, if you do clean smudging, make sure you at some point let your windows up or open the door, because you are really, what the smoke does from the smudging is it kind of puts all of the energy in the room into like a frenzy. Almost, it awakens all the energy in the room. And to truly clean, you have to let the energy out. So make sure that when you are smudging, sometimes you let your windows open and just kind of let everything flow out as well. There's so many different ways and things that you can do with smudging. I'm really just trying to introduce y'all to this stuff. I know that y'all want to know, what do you do? It doesn't matter what I do. I want y'all to start building this stuff for yourself. So make sure you look into smudging and using sage and feathers. There's a lot of different elements to smudging. I just showed you 2 of mine. Okay. Next, I'm gonna skip one and move to this one because it's another one of my favorites. If you can see my candles and everything burning right here, you can see this is actually my altar. And some of y'all are like, altar? Yes, my altar. I use my altar for praying, for manifesting, and to speak to my spirit guides, and also show gratitude and thankness and forgiveness, and to ask for things. As a matter of fact, yesterday I did some smudging, I did some meditating, and I did all of this, at my altar, right? I did some smudging and just speaking some affirmations and asking for some things from spirit, asking for guidance. And the guidance that I was asking for was actually for the channel. And I remember, this is actually not for this particular video where I needed guidance, but a topic that I really feel is very important, and hopefully I'll remember to talk about this then in that video too. But in the video, there's no video yet, but when I was praying and everything at my altar, I remember saying, I need something a little bit more. I need you to show me what I need to be speaking to these people, because this is on my heart so heavy. I know that you want me to speak about this particular topic. Shit, you taking me through it like right now personally. So, even though I want to come from a place that's, I've been there, I've done that, and I want to help other people now, I'm also going through it too. So I need a little bit of help myself. That's what I was telling spirit. And y'all, some of the most random things have started happening to me since I started this journey. You will see that too. The more you pay attention, the more you're aware, you're going to see stuff and feel stuff. And you like, but after I did that, I started doing just other like spiritual work that I knew that I needed to be doing. And, I'll put my phone down, or I'll just kind of tap out of everything for a little while. And then a few hours later, I pick my phone up and I get a DM from somebody that does not follow me, nothing, like a person that I've never met in my life. And they send me a book. And the book was literally about all of the stuff that I'm talking about in these videos, but on like a deeper, like, this is the way it is. And it simplifies everything in a way that I can read it and then, make my notes and everything of it and deliver it to y'all. So that was like, that's why I say, the altar is really, that's like probably my favorite element or tool for my spirituality. Let me tell y'all just some quick things that you can have a part of your altar. Maybe we'll make a video about altars, I don't know, but some elements if you want to build your own altar. You're gonna need some water. You need the elements. You need some water, you need fire, you need something to represent air, and you need something to represent earth, and then something to represent spirit, right? On my altar, I have a bowl of water. You probably can or cannot see it. It's not important whether you see it or not. I don't even want y'all to be seeing my altar, but I'm doing this for y'all, right? You have a bowl of water. I have my candles. It's my fire element. I have my crystals, which I will get into right after this. It's my earth element. I also have salt. some pink Himalayan salt. Salt is a good element to add to your altar because it attracts positivity. But that's another earth element. And then I will burn incense or sage sometimes for my air element. And then my spiritual element. Spiritual element is kind of hard to come by if you're new to spirituality. But what I want you to do if you are very interested in these altar buildings is find something that represents a deeper soul connected meaning for you, right? Something that could be like an ancestral piece or something from your past. For me specifically, I use a picture of myself and my siblings when we were younger. My siblings are my soulmates, like without a shadow of a doubt. You know, they're probably the most connected I feel to anybody is with them, you know. So I put that on my altar. Anyway, that's altars for you. Like I said, I don't want to go too much. I did go a lot into it, but I want y'all to do a lot of research and everything for yourself, right? So next, crystals. I'm gonna show y'all a couple of my crystals just because I love y'all and I want y'all to really get into this stuff, right? So crystals have magical powers, okay? And y'all can, like I said before I even got into all this, you gotta believe in magic and shit before you even feel like you can do this shit, right? So this is amethyst. Amethyst is one of my favorites. It has a soothing effect, aids in relaxation and sleep. I was about to tell y'all some more. I'm tired. I could talk so much about everything. But the next one is black tourmaline. Black tourmaline helps a lot with protecting and, you know, making sure that you got the right energy around it. It protects your energy and, you know, it keeps you from being, it's good for me and for people that are empathic. And people that are empathic is good for y'all because it protects your energy and it keeps people from, you know, putting all their energy all over you, right? So those are some of my crystals. I will tell you, because one of my really great friends when I started this journey was telling me, make sure that when you buy crystals, you buy them from people that are selling real crystals for one. Sometimes they be straight up bullshit. But just do your research. Crystals have there's so many different types of crystals, so many different, you know, you got quartz, you got all these, whatever, it's a lot of them. And I want y'all to do your research with that. But you know, you can see all of the different ones that there are and how they can help you, how they can, you know, protect you and, you know, just introduce elements into your life that you feel like you need. Right, so I talked to y'all about salt a little bit, right, and the positivity of that. Let's see. Another really, really important tool and one of my favorites is friends. Naturally, this should happen, but even if it doesn't, I want you guys to make sure that you are having spiritual friends and just spiritual people around you, people that you can talk to, people that are going along this journey with you, people that you can be like, hey, this happened to me today. Because you're going to find that there's not a lot of people that think as deeply and as openly to this type of stuff as you do. So you're going to want people to talk to. Like, some days you're going to go through shit and you're like, I got to talk to somebody about this shit. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, so that's a very important tool. So shout out to all my spiritual friends. I know y'all watching. I love y'all. All right, so let's see. Another one that... This is one that I was iffy about talking about. But this is more so about what I like, right? As far as tools go. So I'm trying to remember that as I talk to y'all. But some of y'all may already be into tarot readers. Some of y'all may not be, right? Tarot reading helps because some of us don't have that stronger connection, I guess, with spirit, with God, with source and everything. So you may not be able to communicate with them or feel the messages or get the messages or feel their intuition as strongly as you need to know that, you know, you're doing the right things and that you're going the right ways and everything. I want to say this about doing tarot, not doing tarot, but listening to tarot readers. I know everybody's favorite type of tarot reading is a love reading. And I want y'all, if that's your motive to go and look at them for love readings, that's okay. But don't do that too much, okay? There's such a thing, and you will confuse and cloud yourself sometimes. And you also need to know that sometimes the messages that they send or that they are delivering to you may not resonate, or they may not apply to you. You know, sometimes they do collective readings or readings based on, you know, your zodiac sign or whatever. But remember to not dive so deep into your ego or your desire when you get these readings. You know, pay attention to what is real, you know, what you're really truly going through, and you may just hear something that clicks, and that's when you'll know. Right, so tarot reading and tarot reading, let me show you my tarot deck. Tarot reading and tarot readers are very helpful for me. This is my deck right here, Next World Tarot. I don't read a lot. I just got into it. But when I do read it, it's pretty accurate. Let's see. So the last few, I'm going to say that they are optional things, as are all of these things. But these are things that I really, really, really want you guys to do or to put into your spiritual journey, no matter how, you know, no matter if you do all the other ones, but these are probably the most important ones, right? Or no matter how you choose to go with this, right? So I want you guys to find books that will contribute to your growth, contribute to your healing. I wish that I could show y'all some books, but most of my books are digital books. You know, we living in different times, and I'm not going to no bookstore. I will show y'all. I actually bought this one a long time ago, but I like poetry books. And so this is one of them. Planting Gardens in Graves, Volume 2. Boom. Yeah. So books, any type of books, okay? Just books that's where you can read and just get more information. Reading is essential. Like, y'all don't even know, you know what I'm saying? We're in an age right now where people don't read that much. And maybe, you know, since we're in the pandemic, you know, and everything that surrounding that, it's making people read more. But yeah, that's very essential, you know, especially like in relation to your spirituality. Even if you don't read books, just research shit, look shit up, you know, whatever. You just get something and you like, damn, I wonder what that means, or I want to know more about that. Look it up. All right, that's 1. 2, time to yourself. As you go into this, there's gonna be so many moments where you are in your head. And it's not a bad thing. You're going to want to spend more time in your head. And I'm not talking about like negative thinking, but in your head, because at this point you are literally planting seeds within your mind. You're cultivating your mind, you're cultivating your heart, your soul, all of that. So you need to spend time with yourself. You need to spend time with you, so it's not so much of you being affected and moved and pushed in different directions that you may not be needing to be at. So spend time with yourself, get to know yourself, love yourself, all of that, nurture yourself, all of that through this process. You're going to need yourself more than anybody else. Of course, like I said already, you're going to need friends, spiritual friends, and people along the way with you, but you need yourself more than anybody. And last but not least, I want y'all to get a journal. If you don't have a journal already, go get one. All right, I want y'all to write down a lot of what you go through. You could have a journal right now and be writing down some of the things that I'm talking about, but do that. In this video, I want to talk about this before I wrap up, but yeah, get a journal and write down a lot. You're going to want to write down a lot of the feelings that you have, a lot of the thoughts that you have, a lot of the things that you come across, talk about it in your journal. Write about it, right? Okay, but I just wanted to talk about this right quick because I know my energy in this video is not very serious. It's not very lax or whatever like it was in the last video, but that's because I'm so excited. We are in the process now that we're about to get the ball rolling. Like, I've been working, so much stuff that I've been writing and trying to get ready for y'all. So this is, you know, the second video, and I haven't even got into the fun stuff yet, but I want y'all to take what you can from this video and really like consider the things that I talked about. You know, there's so much stuff I still didn't talk about, like yoga, and you know, I did talk about chakras, but you know, salt baths, herbal baths, you know, essential oils, all this different stuff. Is so much stuff that you could just tools and stuff that you could, you know, use along your way and just kind of tap into some shit with that, right? Learn more about what suits you, what feels good to you, what's best for you, right? But I wanted to say, you know, I'm not that serious in this video. It doesn't feel like that. My energy's not that serious, but this is still very serious. I just didn't want to come on here and be like, this is what we doing today. Y'all ain't gonna like me after this video, because there's gonna be some videos where I talk about things that's gonna open up something inside of you that you didn't know was there. You know, we're gonna reach levels where you're gonna need these tools. You're gonna need to meditate after we talk about this. You're gonna need to charge your crystals. You're gonna need to go to your altar and talk to spirit a little bit. You're gonna need to go and watch a tarot reading and, you know, get some guidance. You're gonna need all of this stuff, because sometimes things are going to be beyond you. Most things are beyond you, especially here in this spiritual journey. But the more that you connect to yourself, the more you tap into what your physical self needs and your spiritual self needs, and you align them with each other, the more that you are going to elevate and ascend. Ooh, I love y'all. I love y'all. And yeah, I'm so excited. I hope that y'all have liked this video. Damn, I gotta start remembering to tell y'all to comment a butterfly sooner, but make sure you comment a butterfly if you made it to 27 minutes and 20 something seconds right now. That's what the recording thing says. I don't know how much editing I'm gonna do on this video, because I really feel like my energy is great and light, and I hope that y'all receiving it. I'm sending y'all positive vibes and positive energy straight through the fucking phone, through the fucking computer, however you watching me. Make sure y'all like. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you are, thank you so much for being here with me. I hope that you find everything you need as we go upon this journey together, okay? Because I don't never want y'all to forget that I'm learning and growing and healing as well, okay? Who the fuck, what type of teacher would y'all be, or you know, person telling you some shit, would you want to be listening to when they ain't done the shit themselves? They ain't been through it themselves. All right, so I'm going through this shit literally with y'all, okay? As a matter of fact, I'm taking a little break from Instagram. You know what? I ain't even got to talk about that. I'll talk about that in the next video, okay? Because it's really pertaining to the next subject. Anyway, thank y'all for watching me, okay? Also, make sure you share this video with your friends. They gonna want to see this shit, okay? You don't think so, but they will, all right? Because you need them to go with you in this journey, all right? You need your spiritual friends with you, all right? That's it. Again, I love y'all. Thank you for being here with me. I'm Butterfly Lisa. This is Butterfly Healing. And as always, you are never done learning, and you are never done growing. Okay? Peace.